Welcome back. Glad y'all joined me. Today we're gonna step over there and work on a Husqvarna pole saw. I'm gonna show you how to change the sprocket on that. So this is the pole saw we'll be working on. We'll be removing this sprocket. This is the Husqvarna 525 P4S. So the first thing we've got to do is get our bar and chain and cover out of the way. We'll go ahead and remove that. This is what we'll be changing today. A lot of wear down inside that sprocket, so I'm gonna show you how to change that out. The part we're gonna use to do that with today is this part. Take a punch and lay down into my hole till it locks it. Then take a 10mm, either a socket, wrench, remove that nut. We're gonna remove our washer. Now before you pull this sprocket up, I want you to pay attention to the way that it comes apart. There are some pieces in here that you need to be sure go back right. Now this is your carrier for that sprocket. This that you're looking at is this. These rubber bushings are what help to hold that in. You should be able to just push it and get it to pop out. Keep up with those rubber bushings. If they're distorted or destroyed, you'll need to replace those. When you go to replace and install your new sprocket, put your rubber bushings in, hold them into place. Sometimes a punch or a small screwdriver helps with that. Your goal is to line them up with these while you're seating these around your clips. And sometimes I've found if they're distorted a little bit and you don't have new ones, you can just put this part in and then work them in from the back. Doesn't matter how you get them there, as long as they're there. And there we go. If there's trash down in here, now's the perfect time to wipe that out or blow that out with air and get that trash out of there. Now, if you look at that shoulder on that stud, you'll notice that it's flat on two sides. So is your sprocket. So you want to turn that over, line it up with that flat spot on them studs and set it back down. Then you want to take your flat washer, and we can see by the design and wear on it here that that was facing our sprocket. Now when that is seated properly, there's a little bit of a shoulder that sticks up through that bolt that this should rest on. If it doesn't stick up enough for that to rest on it, it's not right. You need to clean it some more, figure out why it's not setting down in there. You don't want to put it back together half done because you could damage that, and which would pretty much mean you'd have to have you a new gear head. That shoulder sticks up above, and that's what you want this washer to rest on. Now we'll tighten that down. We'll put our punch back in, find our stop hole, and just give it a little bump. You don't have to get overzealous. And that's pretty much it. Only thing left to do is reinstall our bar and chain. I will show you a comparison here. Now this is our new sprocket. See how it's smooth all the way across? And this is our sprocket we just changed. See how that's eat into? And this one's not. So that's how you know you need one. A lot of times your chain will hang. Pretty much the only thing left to do is put the bar and chain back on and button this baby up. Thank y'all for joining me.